If you find the information useful, please click the like button so others can find our content. For more information, please visit us at thejerusaleMassembly.org. If you have questions, contact us on our Facebook page. The links are provided in the description below. April 8, 2020. Unfolding the COVID-19 Odyssey, Part 3. By Ruben D. Garcia. We are a nation in an urgent need of solace and comfort. Greetings, my beloved readers and friends in the light. I begin this article with an emotional appeal for understanding and cooperation, along with a touching order of recognition and gratefulness to everyone involved, affected, and touched deeply by this once-to-be unimaginable worldwide crisis. The appeal is for every citizen of this great nation of ours to absolve from demanding, judging, being impatient, and most important, creating an epidemic of emotional and spiritual delirium due to mental confusion and clouded consciousness. It is enough that just about every means to acquire an objective view from the translucent media relating to the ongoing COVID-19 crisis has been occluded by deliverance of subjective reasoning, impeding a reasonable truth to be delivered. I want to let you know, as I have been doing all along for years and in all of my recent articles, that all the aspects of this traumatic and deadly COVID-19 crisis has been completely negative. We must give consideration to the aspects of its potentiality to be a catalyst for major changes. Subsequently, the negativity of its various variables can be viewed in its aftermath to contain favorable positive results, not in what it caused but what was learned from it. For example, in mathematics there is a rule that a negative component multiplied by another negative equals a positive, therefore this law applies for matters affecting mankind also. Thus, the COVID-19 crisis in all its inherited trauma and chaos will leave scars in all aspects of human existence, there is no doubt about it, but the emphasis mankind should contemplate at its end should necessitate for mankind to not only be intellectually smarter but also a wise strategist from now on, so the fiasco of 2020 does not repeat itself again. However, I truly believe that the year 2020 will not be the end of COVID-19 or similar, because its ferocity makes it appealable for unwarranted services by others. Still, the probability factor tells us that it could reappear by 2030. Time and the level of man's consciousness will tell. But for now, let's discuss the value and merit of the COVID-19 in mathematical concepts as it was and it is until its demise. Remember, in previous articles I demonstrated how numbers work in unison or on opposite ends, can and are regulators of various realities assisting or affecting humanity for a specific outcome. In the case of the COVID-19, its presence was spontaneous and precise. In short, it caught mankind with his pants down. The fact that it was first of all unimaginable is what made it ferocious, and along with a dose of humanity's presumptuous attitude of invincibility made it perfect for the occasion. Nobody felt, determined and even recognized the deadly aspects of the virus until it was too late for defensive measures. It can be said that humanity was in an ambient of complacency much before the onset of virus epidemic. It was customary not only for America but a large portion of the nations of the world not to be really interested in contemplating or being able to see the possibility of a catastrophic and deadly epidemic such as COVID-19, and if they did, it was much easier to procrastinate than take action unless it was necessary. An unwise decision, as it has been demonstrated not only in America but the whole world. It was sad that the world was not prepared, not so much financially but medically, to the possibilities that an event of such magnitude could cause dramatic changes in the lives of a large number as it has done with COVID-19 throughout the world. Unwise decisions tend to be costly, as we have seen throughout the world. It is obvious that failure to intercede prior to an event because of the mentality that it may be too costly at the time of consideration is a recipe for disaster, as witnessed for all of the nations of the world. Now, all the nations are hurrying to introduce money to uphold their economy, and in contrast, the action of confronting the crisis has become more costly than if they would have prepared for it by acquiring the medical equipment and supportive supplies needed for such an occasion. It is the mentality of human nature to be complacent in various scenarios, and in other cases even personal actions. It may sound unorthodox to believe that such attitudes do exist in such a modern society, but it does, and is frequently observed in daily routines. It was this aspect of humanity's complacency and disregard for directives that may seem to be to an individual like an infringement of rights that caused the greatest number of infected people and deaths. Initially, the seriousness of the virus was taken lightly and brushed off, by the whole world. It was not until the crisis was beginning to be out of control that fear finally brought some common sense to humanity, and by then, it was going to be too late, as the statistics have shown. The COVID-19 crisis has been denoted to be considered as a war to unsuspected people, but the reality is, the world was given notice that an epidemic lurked in the pages of tomorrow's almanac, pointing that when it would come, it could drastically change not only other parts of the world but substantially and be more grievous to larger nations such as the USA. Therefore, why such complacency, or at least the disregard of a possibility that what has been indicated to take place could easily happen? It has happened before in similar magnitude. Remember, the world was very much aware of the possibility of a catastrophic scenario from a devastating earthquake, hurricane, or from a biological agent, or in this case a virus that could in all cases devastate humanity to a point of causing innumerable deaths because the easy accessibility it had to be transported across frontiers without restraint, affecting every human within a short period of time. However, the idea was often pushed aside from the prevalent reality that it could not happen during this time. Unfortunately, COVID-19 did exactly what we thought could never happen. Now that it has happened, humanity finds itself in various degrees of helplessness that I will cover in the next article, Living with the Aftermath of the COVID-19. I am confident that the lessons learned and lacking efforts warranted for this crisis will leave deep scars in the conscience of all of the people of the world. However, I am aware that the emotional and even spiritual atmosphere of each individual will determine what action or initiatives will be taken to deprive the future of similar impacts in our lives. In my next article I will outline some of these vital initiatives required not only to traverse the benefits of the lessons learned from the crisis but also how to maximize the future opportunities to be better prepared mentally and spiritually. What considerations should be given during Passover and Easter? Will it happen again in the very near future? The answer is an absolutely, yes. It may not be on this level or magnitude, but it may be with more potential to not only affect humans but also animals. Why should such tragic outcomes of COVID-19 not be forgotten in the future? Simply, as I mentioned earlier, humanity has a tendency to leave off for tomorrow what can be done today. Humanity has a tendency to ignore the impact of unexpected situations when it is related to cost, and more often humanity can persuade itself by adjusting the collateral damage variable. It sounds absurd, doesn't it? Well, it's not. That is why this virus caused havoc across the globe. There was not honesty and a caring attitude from the originators of COVID-19. Again, collateral damage was considered insignificant when the larger picture of limiting the impact of the virus provided benefits, rendering greater financial results. It has been customary for nations to think of financial stability through economic means. There is nothing wrong with this as long as it benefits the citizens of the nation. In the case of the USA, and the preparation for a major calamity such as COVID-19 were jeopardized by the fact that other activities were viewed and given greater priorities. Take for example this. Throughout America you have heard now for over 10 years that the infrastructure, that is roads and bridges, are in urgent need of repairs, especially bridges. Well, we have heard this from President Clinton to now President Trump. The question is, why have they not done something about it? We all hear about this in every election as an integral point if elected. A simple answer is war. Yes, war has plagued us since Vietnam. I, as a Vietnam veteran, can share that all the efforts made in Vietnam seemed futile, such as has been in other world conflicts in which America made a valiant effort to bring the type of freedom and democratic principles we have enjoyed for over 200 years. Originally, the objectives were honorable, however, assessing the value of what was accomplished, a true reality would be that little has changed for those nations with the conflict and only a small percentage of the desired outcome was ever accomplished. The monumental cost of all of these military adventures did not sum to expectations or benefits that was desired for the citizens of the region we sought to help. In fact, time after time a greater hindrance was within their own people, making it difficult to achieve the original democratic objectives planned. Did we learn this during Vietnam? Some, but it seems that somehow new attitudes emerged and the USA found itself in Iraq and Afghanistan, and when historians in the next century review our documents of all of these wars since the 1900s, they will be shocked to see the enormous cost of lives, and not to mention the trillions of dollars spent that could have been used to fix roads, bridges, and deter hunger throughout the world, in addition to provide the necessary resources to humanity needed to avert a crisis such as COVID-19. It is my deepest hope that the negativity of COVID-19 can bring not only practicality to humanity, a new conscience in which the safety and happiness for all human beings takes precedence over wars. And so it is and forever be. Namaste. This audio file was created by Panopreter Basic. You can download it at www.panopreter.com.